Overriding everything else, the Titanic also marked the end of a general feeling of confidence. Until then, men felt that they had found the answer to a steady, orderly, civilised life. For 100 years, the Western world had been at peace. For 100 years, technology had steadily improved. For 100 years, the benefits of peace and industry seemed to be filtering satisfactorily through society. In retrospect, there may seem less grounds for confidence, but at the time most articulate people felt life was all right. The Titanic woke them up. Never again would they be quite so sure of themselves. In technology especially, the disaster was a terrible blow. Here was the unsinkable ship, perhaps man's greatest engineering achievement, going down the first time it sailed. But it went beyond that. If this supreme achievement was so terribly fragile, what about everything else? If wealth meant so little on this cold April night, did it mean so much the rest of the year? Scores of ministers preached that the Titanic was a heaven-sent lesson to awaken people from their complacency, to punish them for top-heavy faith in material progress. If it was a lesson, it worked. People have never been so sure of anything since. The unending sequence of disillusionment that has followed can't be blamed on the Titanic, but she was the first jar. Before the Titanic, all was quiet. Afterwards, all was tumult. That is why, to anybody who lived at the time, the Titanic, more than any other single event, marks the end of the old days and the beginning of a new, uneasy era. There was no time for such thoughts at 2:20 a.m, Monday the 15th of April, 1912. Over the Titanic's grave hung a thin, smoky vapour, soiling the clear night. The glassy sea was littered with crates, deck chairs, planking, pilasters, and cork-like rubbish that kept bobbing to the surface from somewhere now far below.